In the heart of the Whisperwood lived a happy family of bears. Papa Bear kept a close watch over his two children, Benny and Bella, teaching them the ways of the bear and keeping them out of trouble. At first he thought it was just the wind, but then he heard it again. It was a voice, and it seemed to be calling out to him from the trees. But one day something strange happened. Benny the bear was playing by himself in the forest when he heard a strange noise. "Who's there?" Benny called back, but only the wind answered. So Benny went home and told his parents what he had heard. "Don't be silly, Benny," said Mama Bear. "There's no one out there. Now go clean your room." But that night when Benny was getting ready for bed, he heard the voice again. This time it was much louder. "Help us," the voice cried. "Save the Whisperwood." Benny couldn't take it anymore. He ran out of the cave and into the forest. "We need your help to save the Whisperwood." As he walked, he could hear the voice growing louder and louder. Then he saw it. A small light was coming from behind a large rock. As Benny got closer, he could see that the light was coming from a group of animals. There was a wise old owl, a brave badger, a quick little squirrel, and a strong bull moose. "Please help us," the owl pleaded. "What's happening?" Benny asked. "You may be small, but there is power in numbers. If we work together, we can stop Malvolio and save the Whisperwood. He's already turned the beavers into snakes and the rabbits into toads." They followed the river until they came to a clearing. And there in the center of the clearing was a small cottage made of wood and stone. "If we can get inside and break his staff, we can stop him." Just as Papa Bear and the others were losing hope, Benny had an idea. Smoke was coming out of its chimney, and the smell of magic filled the air. "If he keeps going, the whole forest will be destroyed. An evil wizard named Malvolio is using his magic to try and take over the woods," the badger said. "But you're just a little baby bear. How could you possibly stop me? But I'll call my mom and she might know what to do." The bear cub wasted no time. He ran to the window, jumped inside and snatched Malvolio's staff out of the air. Then he ran as fast as he could to reunite with his dad and the others. When they arrived, they could hear the animals talking in hushed tones. He took the staff and waved it over the trapped animals. In an instant, the net disappeared and everyone was free. Malvolio opened the door and was very surprised to see a young bear cub. "I have to tell my dad," Benny said, and he was about to run off when the bull moose spoke up. "No time, little bear. You must go now and bring your father and the rest of the woodland creatures. We need all the help we can get." And so Benny ran as fast as he could through the forest, calling out for help. Soon he reached his home and woke up his dad. "The animals in the forest, they're in trouble," Benny cried. "We have to help them." Papa Bear didn't waste any time. He quickly got dressed and followed Benny back to the cave. "Without it, I'm too weak to fight." "It's so bad," the squirrel chattered. "Malvolio is too powerful. We can't stop him on our own." "That's not true," Papa Bear said, stepping forward. And so the woodland creatures set off, not knowing what lay ahead. "This is Malvolio's cottage," the owl said. The animals cheered for their new hero, Benny the bear. From that day on, Benny knew that even the smallest of heroes can make a big difference. But before anyone could move, a net fell from the sky and trapped them all inside. He ran as fast as he could towards the cottage and started banging on the door. "What do you want?" Malvolio asked. "Why did you trap my dad and the other animals?" Benny shouted. "So they couldn't stop me from taking over the forest." "Silly cub," Malvolio said with a sneer. "I don't know," Benny said, thinking quickly. Malvolio was so angry that he stomped his foot. In doing so, he accidentally knocked over his staff, which flew out the window and landed in a nearby stream. "My staff," he cried, and with that, he fainted right in front of Benny. When Papa Bear saw Benny with the staff, he knew exactly what to do. Together, they chased Malvolio out of the Whisperwood, and he was never seen again.